Hey everyone, we know I'm Adam.
And I'm Bruce.
And celebrate because it is an even-numbered year.
Woo!
Which means we can get hyped up about watching people do superhuman flips at the Olympics and then
awesome.
burn all that nervous energy spending hundreds of dollars on an all-new iPhone.
But first, you gotta drop those pants and rub one out to pornographic slow pans over a chunk of plastic and silicon. It's got rotational 3D polishing.
Let's get rubbing.
Okay, yeah.
So the highlights of the event include the official iPhone 7 announcement and the first ever official appearance of Mario on a mobile platform, right, Lawrence?
Yes! And there was a whole lot of watch talk, so we'll try and boil this down to the interesting parts. Sorry
Yes,
if you
please.
like the watch.
Take it away, please.
told
You're
you.
as the biggest Apple fanboy in the room, Lawrence. Please take this away.
I respect them, but I don't like them.
Ah.
So for starters, Apple announced the iPhone 7 at a press event today, showing us all the new breakthroughs the engineers have, like wireless audio and
What?
stereo speakers. Sorry. I'll try and keep the snark to a respectable level, but
Yeah, sure
Jesus
you will.
Christ, Apple knows how to just rub their nipples and moan at you for about 2 hours.
Well, the problem is everyone keeps clapping.
We invented Bluetooth! No, you didn't! It was there 4 years ago.
4 years
They
ago.
make billions of dollars, Lawrence. Don't forget.
They make a software approachable. That's like Blink-182 for punk music. So Apple Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, Phil Schiller, ran down a 10-point list of all the awesome stuff in an iPhone 7, and here's your quick recap.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll start it with
Yeah.
the design. It's black now.
Wasn't it always black?
It was black when it was the 3G. I had
Invented
that.
a new kind of black, jet black.
Yeah, it's...
Re-black.
so let's talk about the home button. Now the phone has a Force-sensitive taptic engine.
What the?
It's like
hell?
haptic, but tappy.
Okay.
Keep it down there. You're making someone
Sorry.
upset. The vibration is better than ever, we guess.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
There's the enclosure. The iPhone 7 is now water and dust resistant, which I think
good.
is very cool.
Fantastic.
That's super cool.
And there's also the camera. It's
yes.
now a 12 megapixel sensor, which Apple claims is 60% faster, 30% more energy efficient.
Yes, and you will probably notice those numbers as you use the phone. No one ever knows. So you can now get raw DNG files from the camera, which is pretty cool for people that know what that means.
More cameras. The iPhone 7 Plus has 2 cameras.
You got to be less sarcastic.
A wide, I'm not, I was just being excited. A wide angle and telephoto lens, which gives the iPhone 7 Plus a 2x optical zoom.
Let's talk about some stereo speakers, because the iPhone, guess what? It's got them. Apple invented stereo.
Oh, that's all Lawrence coming through there. And AirPods. That's what Apple calls earbuds. Now, Lawrence, why don't you talk about the earpods?
All right, are you ready for earpods? It's
I
a
am,
brand new
yeah.
earbud experience, except you can only use them with an iPhone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it uses the lightning connector. They got rid of the headphone jack. Which, after they explained it a bit, made sense, but they didn't start with the best reason. So the earpods are included with the iPhone 7, and they include an adapter, which is unnaturally generous for Apple.
That's very nice
Thank
of
you for
them,
doing
honestly.
I mean, they're trying to change the whole ecosystem, baby.
that. So why did they ditch the headphone jack? According to Apple, they were the only company courageous enough to do so.
So brave.
So brave. Thank you,
Wow,
Apple.
nice job, Apple. Give you a round of
The
applause.
SJWs of the tech world.
And then we'll talk about AirPods. What the hell?
AirPods.
Earpods and AirPods. These cost $160 and they're Bluetooth speakers. Stop fucking cheering, everybody. I know you're really excited.
Clap for anything. You all have AIDS.
They come with a battery pack and a storage case, which will recharge the little guys. That's kind of fun.
Once again, Apple invented Bluetooth.
It's true, they did.
Let's move over to Apple Pay. How are you going to give Apple more money? So apparently the iPhone 7 will include Seneca support for Apple Pay in Japan. Pretty weak fucking feature, but whatever.
There's performance. This is the big one. The iPhone 7 will use the A10 Fusion chip, an asymmetric quad-core CPU. The A10 contains 2 high-performance cores that Apple claims are 40% faster than an A9. The other 2 cores are slower, which Apple positively calls high efficiency. iOS 10 will delegate apps to run on either kind of core for increased efficiency. So yes, your phone is faster.
It would be much easier for them probably just go up there and say, Snapchat good now.
Yeah, exactly.
You want Mario? He there.
So Lawrence, are you sold on an iPhone yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Apple made them.
Yeah.
And hands. They also
hands.
invented the hands and the concept
We
of
gotta
Sonntag.
stop being so condescending.
It's all Lawrence.
I know.
It's them. If they
It
just came
is.
up there and was
You're
like,
right.
hey,
You're
we
right.
made an awesome phone. Here it is. I know
Yeah.
that some of it, has been around, but it's here now.
Right.
And we came up with some new stuff. The camera's really good, and it'll cost us much. No, instead they're like, iPhone is the one experience you will never forget.
They're always like that.
They're selling you on a lifestyle. That's what
Yeah.
they do.
If they do that, then I can make fun of them for it, right?
I know. They want you to think you're part of like an exclusive club, even though there's millions upon millions of other people with their head up their ass.
Well,
or
guess what?
into
The iPhone 7 is going to be affordable for everybody now, right, Lawrence? How much does it cost?
Okay, so it's not more expensive than the last one.
Sure.
So give them credit for that. iPhone 7 will cost $649. 7 Plus, $769.
Holy shit, $800 for the iPhone 7 Plus.
Yeah.
all right,
Start pulling your Apple bucks out of your Apple bank and put it under your Apple mattress because Apple invented all of those too.
But my earpods.
I mean, I kind of like that it's the same price point.
Sure, yeah.
It's kind of like what the PlayStation's doing.
Most people are part of a carrier, at least in our country, right? And they're going to end up just
Subsidized.
paying subsidized $200. I mean, we're all on the Fi kick, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Color-wise, it's going to be coming in silver, gold, and rose gold, black, and jet black, which is a new kind of black. Apple invented that as well. Okay, we got to stop that.
That's the last
really
one.
gotta
That's
stop.
the last bit. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Let's talk about storage sizes, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, 32, 128, 256.
Yep, the usual.
That's it.
That about wraps up the big news involving the iPhone 7.
We did it.
The other big bombshell Apple dropped is a fat, absurdly happy cuck of a plumber.
Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. Mario is on the iPhone, finally, without being on an illegal emulator. So Nintendo creative fellow Shigeru Miyamoto, yes, that is his actual title. Really? I didn't know that. He took to the stage to explain that, quote, "We want as many people as possible all around the world to enjoy playing as Mario, aka Wii U is not selling well." So this will be done, you might be asking how, through the innovative, imaginative form of media known as the Endless Runner.
Super Mario Run is a Mario endless runner with a competitive mode where you can compare scores to other players. There aren't a whole lot of deep details in this game yet, but here's what we know. Lawrence, please go.
So it's coming out on iOS first.
Sure.
Nintendo confirmed to Kotaku that it will come to Android sometime thereafter. In addition, the game's app page lists that it'll include in-app purchases, so that's kind of weird. Press release describes that, quote, iOS users will be able to download and enjoy a portion of Super Mario Run for free, and will be able to enjoy all of the game content available in this release after paying a set purchase price.
What?
So it'll sound like you'll download it. It'll have a free portion of the game, a couple levels maybe. Then it'll say, hey, give us $15 or whatever, and theoretically that unlocks the rest of the game.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just called like a demo, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Shareware or something.
Yeah, it's
I
the
don't
same thing. I mean, hopefully that means they won't add more DLC monetization bullshit. Pokemon Go has some stuff like that. You got to buy balls.
They're going
and-
to do that. You know they
Yeah.
will.
And the opportunities are so obvious, right? Like, oh, buy a penguin suit for Mario. Buy a 5-second boost on your stupid Toad coin run, whatever.
We just hope Nintendo has some discretion about all these microtransactions. Let us pay $10 and tap our Super Marios in peace.
And finally, Niantic took to the stage to show off Pokemon Go for the Apple Watch. It's about what you expect, minus all the Pokemon ball throwing aspects.
Oh.
You can get alerts about nearby Pokemon and even hatch eggs using the Watch app, which is a damn sight better than using your phone's entire battery life to incubate the little fuckers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just for fun, let's run down some of the other highlights of the event. Why not?
We're here.
There's a new Apple Watch Series 2. It's got a new hat, and that hat is GPS.
It has a new hat.
Plus new watch faces, animated stickers, and confetti blowing up all over your phone. Wow. And there's an app that just tells you to chill the fuck out for a little bit. Thanks, Apple.
Paper does that.
I know that's true.
Let's talk about iWork.
No.
It now has a new collaboration feature. Not that Google Docs has had that for fucking ever.
It's like 10 years, maybe?
I don't know. You can add images to a doc in real time.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Also, Sia ran on the stage. There was like 2 Sias at one point.
What?
Yeah.
2?
One of them did the splits.
She's splitting into many different... I hate myself.
All right, let's stop poorly covering Apple because people in the comments are probably really, really upset. They've all got iPhones and they're all little girls. What do we make of this conference, Lawrence?
Okay, so what occurs to me is the Apple Watch and iPhone 7 camera got tons of stage time. What I read into that is, well, as far as the Apple Watch is concerned, seems to me that Apple sees it as their next target for hardware growth. iPhone sales are still really good, but the rate of growth is slowing, and some analysts are predicting that 2016 is the first year for sales fall off for iPhone, like it'll actually decrease instead of increase. If that's true, and if that trend is already happening, but if 2016 is the first fall-off year, then Apple needs to develop and promote other hardware verticals 2016 to continue growing their market penetration, which is a phrase I love. Hence a new watch and plenty of talking to get you excited for one.
Makes
It's
sense.
water resistant.
You can swim with it, be active, or just sit around and sweat.
I love all that. Are you a fat ass? Well, give us $350 and suddenly that might change for no reason. Because it'll track your heart. That's been what's holding you back.
Like, oh, look, it's stopping.
I'm dying.
Love you, Apple. So as far as the camera goes, it seems clear to us that Apple is pushing that particular point as the differentiating factor in mobile platforms. I mean, they're not wrong. It's a great camera. iPhone cameras kick the shit out of Android. We all have Nexus phones here, and they're garbage.
Yeah, they're terrible cameras.
But that's what you get when you buy a $300 phone that you own.
Yeah. But his App Store offering is an ease-of-use approach parity between platforms, meaning iOS and Android. It's logical for Apple to play their strongest feature.
But what do you guys think, Ghost of Steve Jobs?
Woo!
I'll remove cancer by drinking juice.
Why the Apple Watch 2?
To
Genius.
Google.
Is removing the headphone jack a bullshit move? Yes. Or do you think Apple is as courageous as they think they are?
I think they're up there with Rosa Parks.
What? Are you going to pay $160 for Bluetooth headphones?
You got it.
How long do you think it'll take for you to scratch and smudge the absolute shit out of your Jack Black phone?
2 minutes.
I'm just waiting for that fucking new Nexus. When is that thing coming out? It's coming out the end of September, right? Is that what you?
Don't touch me. I don't know.
Come on, you tell me. When is it? October? Give me that phone already. What the fuck?
I'm on the 5. I'm gonna go take a blurry selfie of my dick.
I've got a crack directly over my front camera, which already sucks. So, Adam, did you go to a daycare when you were younger?
No.
I was gonna say Adam hates pretty much every human body part and orifice.
They're all
and,
disgusting. And I'll stick my tongue in it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it.
You're like, I'll fuck it.
I just remember my entire daycare smelled like baby saliva and Cheerios and
I mean, that was
canned
school.
vegetables. Oh yeah, just school.
Oh, you guys are. That's what humans smell like now. They smell even worse.
Humans smell so bad.
Weren't you at PAX?